This video is sponsored by Danielle Laporte. Hey friends, welcome into Amanda's Favorites. The Heart-Centered Planner from Danielle Laporte is a comprehensive system focused on personal development and living from a place of love for yourself and for others. We are going to walk through the daily planner, the undated weekly, and the dated weekly planner today. Let's start out with the exterior of the planner. It is a really nice linen coated cover. If you spill things on it, it's going to slough right off. Beautiful gold foiling on the front and a really nice, just calming color. You have your brass wire binding. This is your daily planner 6-month worth. So you can see the thickness of that. So there is the dated weekly versus 6 months of your daily planner. Now, everything in these planners is exactly the same, the whole system that we're going to walk through, except for in the daily, of course, you have daily pages, and in the weekly, you have weekly pages, and you have the option of the undated weekly too. So we are going to walk through the daily planner first. Let's start there. You might have heard of her previous planner called the Desire Map Planner, I believe was the name of it, but this is a brand new planner, revamped and launching for 2025 for the first time. Your beautiful inside end pages say breathe into your heart. The back page says, what would love do? There is a letter from Danielle herself at the back. So this is your daily. January through June is in this book. And I'm going to read to you this little quote at the beginning because it kind of encompasses her whole system built within this planner. We do not need to focus on fixing ourselves as we focus on living from the heart center, from love. Anything that's not in alignment with that light will begin to fall away. Then you have room on the nameplate page for your name. Now, before we get to the layouts, we're going to go through the whole system here, which is the same in all the different planners. You will also notice that on all the pages, you have little words every single day. This one says hearty, cure, share, practice, dream, flourish, rooted, align. And you can use these as page markers by folding them over on the dotted line. They are not perforated, so you can't just easily tear them off. So I think that their intention was to fold them over. That's my guess. But you could also snip them off with scissors if you did not want to fold them over. But it is a really nice way to mark where you are in your planner and be able to flip there really easily. And as you shut your book, those little foldovers will just get mashed down and you'll be able to flip right to the page that you are on. So that is something very unique about this planner. The heart-centered way that Danielle Laporte teaches is a framework for balancing life. She's going to take you through all these teachings of her heart-centered way and program, but there is a lot more information at the back of your planner. And then they give you the website to go to get the extended version plus audio. You get a lot more support and information than what is in this planner. So she takes you through perspective, devotion, vision, creation, and connection. The best way to use this planner system, she says, is the way that works for you. Well, you know that I fully agree with that in any planner. Everything is yours to interpret and bend. You can do the exercises anytime, the start of the year, birthdays, big transitions. So basically, she's telling you to use this however it works best for you. And that's what I say about every single planner. In this planner, you will see this little up arrow inside of a circle, and that is actually your cue in all the different places in the planner to go to this website, getheartcentered.com, which will give you more information on that. So the life areas that are woven through this planner to help you remember your whole beautiful life are spirit, mind and emotions, body, relationships, livelihood, play, and space and things. So there are 7 life areas in this planner mapped out here. There is also a soul quality theme introduced each month. So some of those are like compassion, wisdom, forgiving, resilience, faith, gratitude, generosity. So every month she has a soul quality for you to focus on. The intention is to consider how can we embody more of these qualities in our lives and work in the world. And you'll see the arrow, and most of these practices are in audio and printable form for you, not only online, but at the back of the planner. You have an astrology overview for the year here. You also have some, I see them more as astrology thoughts on the days of the week, but they're called metaphysics of the days of the week, holidays and observances for the year, Then you have 2025 at a glance, and you have all your moon cycles marked on here and solar eclipses marked on here too. You have 2026 at a glance and the same moon cycles and eclipses marked. Then you go into your January monthly layout. Your moon cycles are all marked on here too, as well as your US holidays. Your US holidays are in dark print at the top of your day. Your moon cycles are in a little bit lighter print, as you'll see here. Then you have your soul quality for the month. This one is compassion, and then she talks a little bit about compassion. You have a Monday start on your monthly, and you have leading in and leading out with light gray. Something that helps me when I hear people say, oh, I can't do a Monday start on my monthly, is I like to highlight off or box off with a mild liner or a matte pencil or a marker the weekend days and box that off. And then my mind can really see that this monthly is starting on a Monday. So that is really helpful to me. All right, here is our pen test. So let's take a look at that. I did all my pens in dark mild liner here. This is 60-pound paperweight. Let's take a look at how the pen test performed and then talk about the paper. And I feel like the pen test on a monthly, you can actually see much better than on a weekly page where there's more lines going on. There's a lot more free open space here to see writing ghosting through. And yeah, there's a tiny bit of ghosting, but very little ghosting for 60-pound paper. I feel like it's a really good 60-pound paper and nothing bleeding through at all. Your paper feels smooth, but not slick, but it's not a toothy paper. It is a nice, smooth paper to write on, and took all my pens very well. This is an A5 size planner, so super portable, especially since your daily is split up into 2 books. Let's take a look at the layout of the daily page. So for every daily page, you have some things that continue over through a 2-page spread. So as you'll notice, these are different things here. And so it's kind of as a full 2-day spread. You have nourishing thoughts. Danielle guides you through all this in the instructions in the front of the planner, but nourishing thoughts can be something that you're repeating the same thing over and over for however long you need it, or you can change those every day, whatever works for you. What is the soul quality focus of the month? And then how are you interweaving that into your day or life? Key actions that you need to take are key actions for your goals or your dreams. Key action steps that will help move you closer to those intentions that you've made. And then a what I trust here. And if you turn the page to the next set of pages, you're going to see here you have the same nourishing thoughts, soul quality focus, key actions, and what I trust. But on Saturday, Sunday, that changes a little bit. So Saturday and Sunday share a page in your daily. And so you just go nourishing thoughts, soul quality focus, and then nourishing thoughts, soul quality focus again for Saturday and Sunday. So it changes a little bit with the weekend. And here's how your typical page looks and your weekend page looks. You have Friday, January 3rd here. This is completely open. This could be for timed appointments. This could be for journaling. This could be a little scripting of your day. This could be a recap of your day. So however you would like to use that open space, you have 3 action steps outlined at the top. And then you have, if I counted correctly, 12 tick off boxes for to-do list items. And then we didn't even talk about the bottom of the page, but it repeats on every page. Grateful because, why are you grateful for that thing? And she talks about that in the front and all the instructions. This is a planner that you definitely want to get and read through from front to back, even looking over all the pages and then all the information that is in the back too, before you start in on it. This is way more. This is not just a calendar, a planner for your to-do list and check off items. As Danielle Laporte says on her website, this is your highest potential meets your daily to-dos, but relaxed about it. And she calls them her heart-centered planners for getting your soul on the agenda. So on Saturday and Sunday, you have your 1, 2, 3 actions, and then you have 4 task tick-off boxes. You have a little heart there. That is actually, we haven't talked about that. That is a heart check-in daily where she says to actually even put your hand on your heart and check in and ask how you are feeling that day. Of course, there's a lot more about it up front, but that is the basics of it, is a heart check-in every single day. And then on the weekend, you have a what I trust because and grateful because. Then every single week, you have weekly reflection pages and projection looking to the next week ahead. And I just want to read through one weekly reflection and one projection page so you can get an idea of what is there. And I think it also helps you get a real feel for the planner. So these are the 7 life categories that we talked about in the beginning. Here are your weekly reflections. You have like a highlight and a low light. When and in what way did I feel out of balance? How did my fight, flight, freeze, or fawn reaction present itself? When and what ways was I more balanced and expressive? What helped me be that way? How did I nourish my nervous system? What did I find nourishing? In what ways did I embody compassion? Thoughts, speech, actions. In what ways did I receive or witness compassion? When and from whom? Remember, compassion is the soul quality of the month for January. And the purpose of it? So projection is looking to the week ahead, sources of nourishment in my life, encouragement, helpful, supportive, healing resources, my spiritual practice. What am I doing? What's fulfilling, surfacing, needs refinement? What's in need of close attention? How can I care for that? What will I celebrate and how? I'm excited about. Who will I think or connect with and how? Healing actions to take for myself and healing actions to take for others. It looks like all the weekly reflections and projections are the same, except for these 2 questions, which have to do with the soul quality for the month, checking in. So those are your weekly reflections and projections. Then you just go into your new week. And once again, your weekends share a page, Saturday and Sunday, and then you have your weekly reflection and your projection in the next week. Now, when you get to the end of a month, you have a monthly reflection and then a monthly projection for the next month. So let's look at this. What's working? What's better than it was before? What's not working? And fulfilling insights and actions. And she does give you some helpful words to go with those, like I felt, I learned, I understood, I accomplished, so that you're not stuck on the questions. February projection. Ways I'll nourish my nervous system. Instead of having to try to think of this, you can check off the ways that you're wanting to focus on. There are things like rest, breaks, good sleep, hum or sing, gargle warm water and sea salt, being outside, meditation, prayer, gratitude journaling, yoga, dancing, essential oils, breath work, time with loved ones, service, helping others. And there are 3 boxes that you can fill in your own ways. So that is your monthly projection ahead. I'm focused on healing. So what are you focused on healing for the next month and key actions for healing? The soul quality for that month is then outlined. February is divine love. And then she tells you a little bit about that. And in what ways can I embody divine love? Thoughts, speech, actions. What would the world look plus feel like with more divine love? Systems, culture, environment. So kind of journaling that out and thinking about it. Then you have a relationship reflection. It looks like for every single month. That is thinking about the self, the inner child, friends plus family, animals, work, community, guides, the world. So all relationships encompassed in here. I'm just going to read a couple of these, not all of them. Me, in what ways can I be more truthful and compassionate with myself? What do I need to stop doing, let go of? How can I bless and release that? And then a love note to myself on positive emotions plus aspects, a love note to someone/people who I feel close to and resonate with. So that is a monthly relationship reflection. Then you go into your next monthly layout where the soul quality for February is divine love. You do have some room here for monthly lists and a little room here for monthly lists. Then you go into your daily pages, and at the end of every week, you have the weekly reflection and the projection. Then at the end of February, you have your February reflection and your March projection, and you do not have a relationship check-in here at the end of February. So we'll see where that comes up again next, because then at the end of March, you have a quarterly reflection. So you do your March reflection and you do your April projection. But then every quarter, you have a quarterly reflection. It's outlined what months it's for, so it does not seem confusing. And she talks about devotion, vision, and key actions. And then a wellness team review for the quarter. Organize your healing crew. That's thinking about doctors and specialists, therapists, hairstylists even, functional MD, trainers, yoga movement classes, memberships. Think about all these. These are what they're calling your healing crew. With my wellness team, what's working? What's better than it was? What's not working? Anything in need of immediate attention, and do get connect for my wellness. Like what gear do you need? Tech, research, inquire, schedule. etc. That is your quarterly review for Q1. Then you go into April and you have your April daily pages. At the end of April, you have your April reflection, your May projection, and you do have another relationship reflection. So it's looking like to me there's a relationship reflection one every quarter put in there. It's not at the quarterly review. There's just one put in every quarter. Then you have at the end of May, you just have a May reflection, a June projection, and you go straight into the June monthly layout. Then this book is wrapped up at the end of June. So let me show you what's at the end of it because this is your daily layout. And then you will have seen everything the planner encompasses, and I will show you your weekly dated and your weekly undated. So at the end of the daily, you have important mantras, quotes, addresses, and dates. So just a notes page. You have your June reflection, your July projection page, and then you have your quarterly reflection for April, May, June, your wellness team review, which comes with every quarterly reflection. She gives you definitions of all the 12 soul qualities here that are your monthly theme soul quality to focus on. Then she has a devotional refresh. Get clear on what heals you. Make a big juicy list of all the ways you're trying to heal, improve, better yourself. Pro tip, keep your mind soft and non-judgmental while you're doing this. What are you practicing, participating in, paying for, and attending? And she walks you through that. How to create nourishing thoughts to raise the quality of your thinking and your life. So this is an exercise, a practice to do. The vision builder is mapped out here, and there's more information on this and support online. This is attunement before attainment. This practice provides a holistic approach to visioning and goal setting. So this is her goal setting approach. It really is a visioning for goal setting. And as you can see, there's lots of information and support given there. Then she talks about the heart-centered manifesting practice, the write plus burn ritual. It's about writing for 21 minutes on the following questions or whatever you'd like to bless plus release. And it's called the write and burn because then you actually burn it safely or tear it into tiny pieces and dispose of it. All that information is here for you guys. And you can read a lot more about this too online, as I mentioned. Then this is all about connection, the heart centering practice. You have a prayer pack at the back here and more notes, ideas, insights, question, wisdom there. Here's how to sign in if you received this as a gift. And then the letter from Danielle Laporte. So that is your daily planner. Like I said, this is sold in a 2-pack, your daily planner, and it actually is on sale right now. So here are your 2 dailies. Let me make sure this is the daily. Yep, this is what your 2 daily planners would look like. It's on sale right now for $67.20 for both books. Normally $84 for both books. Now let's take a look at the dated weekly. Your dated weekly is normally $74, on sale right now for $59.20. Those are just the prices as of the date that I am filming this, so make sure to check online. You get all these same pages and resources in every single one of the planners. So this is just a weekly layout. Let's take a look at that. On your weekly layout, you have nourishing thoughts, soul quality focus for the month. You have key actions for the week. I would definitely be able to fit in a top 3 there. And you have a habit tracker for 3 things for that week. On your weekly layout, you have Monday through Thursday on the left and Friday through Sunday on the right, as well as your grateful because at the bottom there of the right-hand side page. Every day, if there's a holiday, your holiday is noted right there below it. As you can see, you have 3 actions every day and 2 to-do tick-offs. And then this space for any timed appointments you have, or maybe just a little note about the day that you want to remember, or a little journal about the day. You have your heart-centered check-in there on the line that ends your day. And I forgot to mention this, in your daily, you have the same thing. At the bottom of your page, you have, they're not really quotes, but they're little powerful packs here. I don't know what they call them, but the heart that holds us all. Spirituality is the practice of thinking with love. Compassion breaks every vicious cycle. The purpose of emotional pain is to get us to tend to unresolved issues. Ask what might happen if I allow this thought to continue. Release the blame. Wisdom isn't as much about the choice, it's about what is inspiring the choice. So you have those at the bottom of every page. Here's a look at the weekly page, not filled in with any of my writing on it. You have the same moon cycles on there, as well as when to do the write and burn that she recommends. You do have the holidays on there, like Father's Day noted. and that is your dated, daily, weekly layout. You have the same weekly reflections and projections, and everything is the same except you have weekly layouts instead of dailies. So there is only one book for the entire year. You have a choice of an undated weekly or a dated weekly. So here is the undated weekly. As you can see, you're missing your dates. And of course, the holidays and the moon phases will not be on here either. So in the undated, it flows a little bit differently, as most undated planners have to. You have your monthly layout, still a Monday start. You have your soul quality on there. Everything else is blank for you to fill in. Then you have your monthly reflection following the monthly layout, your monthly projection. You have your relationship reflection, and then you have your next monthly layout. So you're going to go through all the monthly stuff up front first, and then you have all the weekly stuff. And you still have your weekly reflections and projections, but all your weekly stuff is then in the back, because that is usually the best way to do an undated planner. So all your monthly stuff is here up front for you. And you do still have your quarterly reflections up here after the months and your wellness team review up here. But if you need an undated option to start any time of year or want to be able to jump in and out of, that is your flexible undated option. All right, guys, that wraps up our review of the Heart-Centered Planner from Danielle Laporte. I would love to hear from anyone who has used her planners before. Her previous planner, I know this is a brand new design and rendition of it, but I would love to hear all your thoughts on that, and especially if you have used her planner before or you're familiar with her system. Thanks for spending your time with me, you guys. I know your time is so valuable. Happy January. We're still in the beginning of this new year, a fresh start. And I hope that you are remembering to take care of yourself so you can take care of others. Take a deep breath. Sometimes we just always need a second for a deep breath. And you are doing a great job starting out this year. Think positive. Take a walk outside for yourself if it's beautiful where you are. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.